They're talking about like the fruit, like pears. And for what? Like, why are we talking about pears? I'm really working up the will to do a 25-minute sprint. I know it'll be fine. It's a scene I like. I just need to do it. I get into this game with myself in the morning because I had overslept my alarm, but I thought I slept till like 7 instead of 6. And so I had woken up, looked at it, thought it was 7, and was like, okay, whatever, I'll just not write this morning. Like, I'm getting ready for the morning. And then I'm like, I look at the clock and I'm, oh, it's only 6. I could definitely write. But it was a mental shift because I was kind of resigned to like just going and getting a coffee and going to work. But now I get to not have to get to write. I for sure just want to get one 25-minute sprint in this morning, see where, and then one this evening, because there's 25 minutes tonight that I can find. I'm teaching a class from 6 to 7, but I need to get there at like 5:40 because it's like kids, it's like middle schoolers. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is usually my busiest time of the week, which I think is pretty normal. That's just when all the activities and things are. I've got good music going this morning though. Fine, I'll go. It's never a good sign when I start to mansplain to myself. I find the grumpiest looking 5th grader in existence sitting on the curb. Okay, I just need to show you how many books. This is just straight up either on the floor next to my bed, literally inside of my bed. Like every time I make my bed, I have to remove like 8 books. In the bathroom or on my dresser. This is from the last like week, and by no means have I been reading all of these books. I don't know if this is the same for anybody else, but I like to read before bed. I like that to be the last thing that I do, or one of the last things that I do, so I'm not on my phone. And also reading really helps motivate me to get out of bed. Because then I'm like, okay, just wake up and then you can read. That's the inner monologue. All of the books have fallen to the ground. A moment of silence, please. But here's the thing is like, I don't like to read new books before I go to bed unless it's like a very specific new book, right? If I'm like reading a rom-com, or maybe it's a book in a series like that I already am familiar with and I kind of know the vibes, but not like if I'm not reading thrillers at night that I haven't read before. I'm not reading science fiction. I'm not even gonna read new fantasy. Like I don't want my brain to have to think. I need books that are like soothing. Really, I just pick books for like specific scenes. So let's go through a couple. It's not really that much of a variety actually. So we have, and honestly, it's the most embarrassing, I think, these books, but no shame. Why does my face look so green? I don't know. But I do have quite a few of the Throne of Glass books over here because I've just been re-listening to that series. So sometimes I'll be listening to an audiobook and then like right before bed I will just jump to the chapter that I'm on, or if I'm really liking a chapter I'll just go to that one. I do have the last book in the Shatter Me series. We have Love Theoretically. We have this third book in this fantasy trilogy that I didn't even really like that much, but there's a chapter in it that I really like. So sometimes I'll just read that chapter before I go to bed or when I wake up. The first book in the Shatter Me series. Another Allie Hazelwood. Oh, are we shocked? This is so embarrassing. Listen. These are the ones, people like hugging after something traumatic happens. Like, that's what I want to read before I go to bed. I don't know what that's about. Apparently I just want to feel a lot of pain when I wake up or right before I go to bed. So this banger. Same with this one. You'll notice a theme. You'll remember that the scenes I like to read are like people reuniting after traumatic things happen. Not the traumatic things, but like the love and the hugging afterwards. So this has some good stuff like that. We also have Are We Shocked? This one I'm actually like really embarrassed about. Why is there so much Colleen Hoover in this? There's only 2. That's pretty good. And then we have like just some classic Keeper of the Lost Cities, people hugging, reuniting. Ah! Sometimes I will literally wake up and it's like 5:30 in the morning and I'm trying to get myself to like actually get out of bed because it's so easy to talk myself out of it and be like, no, I'll just write tomorrow, whatever. And then I'll be like, but listen, you could read the reunion from this book. So get up. I also have Abandonment to Divine Providence, which is a spiritual read that I keep by my bedside just so like, just in case I feel the spirit move me that I want to read something like that. I really put this here with so many good intentions. Have I read it? I'm working on it. We're on chapter 1. It's dense, okay? Anyway, I also have this because apparently I was gonna read nonfiction. Like, I was kidding myself when I put this on my bedside table. And then, I mean, listen, I'm nothing if not consistent. Prison Healer. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I always like hesitate to put all these books away because I'm like, what if I want to read them in the middle of the night? Like, I always have at least like 3 books near me that I know have a good little scene I can grab. So that's that on that. I will see you. I'm not ending the vlog. I don't know why. I need to leave, meaning a pickle. This doesn't look like a pickle, but it is. It's also like, these ones are like weirdly spicy. Anyway, is this just regular dill? I need to get on topic. It's 5:16. I need to leave here at 5:30. Here's my thought. I'm either gonna dictate for 15 minutes. Well, now I only have 14 minutes. I gotta decide quick. Or I could make Jell-O. Now I only have 13 minutes. But I started filming this clip, so I feel like that means I'm gonna write. Like, I feel like that's what that means. You know? Good morning, Baltimore. Okay. Do you want to... You don't even get a fancy shot of the screen. You just get me, okay? So deal with it. Okay. 10-minute timer. Get it up. Go. What do you think? We need another song? I ask. But that also makes me a horrible person to say that, so I'm not going to. Garrick? I ask. That's literally from Iron Flame. There's a look in her eye I've seen from many a person across the interrogation room. Later, everyone. Let's see how many words we got. 831. Okay, that's so wild. That's so wild, everyone. That puts my total for the day at 19,379. So I do want to go into some longer sprints though, because I want to get a little bit further in the story. I'm right in front of a I guess it's the shift into Act 2, which usually I would be morally against Act 2 generally, but I always like writing Act 2 the first time around. It's always just fixing it later or planning it that's obnoxious, but I'm excited about some things that happen in Act 2, so. It's like 8:30, which snuck up on me. It feels, I don't know, time. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna decide for me to stop deciding what time it is in my head. Like, it just doesn't feel like 8:30. Well, get over it because it is. Like, what do you want me to do about that? Saying that it doesn't feel like 8:30 doesn't make it not 8:30. You know? I would really like to start editing this video pretty soon because I'd like to get to bed a little earlier today. I'm going to write these last 600 words. Just cap it off. Just cap it off at 20. But yeah, it's been a good day. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is always so hard because it's just so busy. And I feel like this is a section I'm spending too much time on. Like, I think I need to get through this scene, but I keep like going in these random directions with the scene that I don't dislike. I think it's because I've said this earlier, but I'm moving through the story so quickly that I feel like I'm not getting to know the characters for long enough. And so I think that that's kind of the tendency that's leading me into these weird run-on, like, random, like, this scene that I'm writing is so random, the things they are talking about. I don't even know. Sometimes I'll write and I'll be like, what was that? Did I just, like, hallucinate for 30 minutes? She's talking about pears. I don't know why. They're talking about, like, the fruit, like pears. And for what? Like, why are we talking about pears? Anyway, that's what I'll leave you for today, but thanks for coming along, day 8. Let me know how it's going for you. I don't know. Let's chat in the comments. See ya.